Day 61, your president, Joe Biden, does not care. He turned the page over 40 days ago. He has not mentioned all the Americans, their families, the green card holders, and our Afghan allies that he abandoned 13 days after saying he wouldn't do it. It is repulsive. He hasn't mentioned them 41-plus days. State Department now referring to the Taliban terrorists as candid and professional. Well, I guess they forgot the usual words like businesslike, too. These are the very same Taliban terrorists who are now holding family members of American troops hostage. They're terrorists, according to former Trump State Department spokesperson and anchor Heather Nauert. She worked with Mike Pompeo. Now, these family members are already being hunted, captured, tortured, and yes, they are being murdered. But I'm sure they're being murdered in a very professional and businesslike manner, right, Joe? If you're awake. Now, John Andrasik, he's right. And he wrote the song, "You, Joe Biden, have blood on your hands. You caused this. You could have prevented this. You said you wouldn't do it 13 days earlier, and you did it." I mean, it's pretty unbelievable. Now, in a graphic video obtained by Congressman Waltz, a woman who served in the Afghan National Army, nearly beaten to death, arms, ribs broken. Joe Biden has forgotten about all of these innocent men, women, and children because he's turned the page. One former Obama Secretary of Defense has not. That's Robert Gates. He sat down with 60 Minutes and said that Biden's Afghan withdrawal made him physically sick, to say the least.
It was really tough. For a few days there, I actually wasn't feeling very well. And I realized it was because of what was happening in Kabul, and I was just so low about the way it had ended, if you will. And I guess the other feeling that I had was that it probably did not need to have turned out that way.
He's right. It did not need to turn out this way. This was easily preventable, all of it. Joe waited for months and months and months as the Taliban kept taking over more provinces all across the country. And then he waited until the Taliban took control of Kabul. It couldn't have gotten any worse or gone any worse. Sadly, this is just par for the course under Biden. As Barack Obama once famously said, don't underestimate Joe's ability to F things up. Now, we're seeing it at the southern border also, which is another easily preventable, unmitigated disaster. And with COVID-19, despite 3 vaccines, over 353,000 Americans have died this year alone. Guess what? Most Americans don't know. That's more people that died this year than in 2020 under Donald Trump. Joe has been a disaster on this country for COVID. Now, I know fake news CNN and MSDNC, remember they used to say how many people infected, how many people hospitalized, how many people died. But they only do that when Trump's president. More people dead under Joe Biden. And all they want to do, by the way, all Joe wants to do is lecture and scold you, the American people. And by the way, it's him and his buddy, I funded the Wuhan virology lab, Fauci, the CDC, the NIH. Want to know where vaccine hesitancy comes from? All of them. Remember Joe Biden wearing the mask on Zoom calls with foreign leaders, how stupid he looked? Remember he visits former President Carter and his wife outdoors, fully vaccinated, socially distant, mask on. Then he goes into the Carter's home. Old people, 96 and 93 years old. And what does he do? No social distancing and no mask. It's all a show, right? Nobody trusts any of you. They don't trust you. The CDC is changing their guidelines almost daily. The same with the NIH. Fauci protocols shift by the hour. And meanwhile, the Biden economy is an utter disaster. Inflation through the roof, 30-year high. Here's a headline from the New York Times. Everything is getting more expensive. We've been telling you first. And according to the famed economist, not somebody who usually agrees with me, Larry Summers, he served under Obama. The United States now, we are witnessing the gathering storm of inflation, which is causing serious concern over at CNBC. Watch it, listen closely, because this is a preview of coming attractions because of Joe Biden.
I don't know if you guys heard what Larry Summers said. And keep in mind, this is a former Democratic Treasury Secretary saying he's never seen such a woke Federal Reserve, a bunch of bankers. The Federal Reserve bankers, he said they're way too woke. We have a generation of central bankers who are defining themselves by their wokeness. They're defining themselves by how socially concerned they are. And he is really worried that inflation is going to get out of control.
It's when you lose Larry, as they say.
It's really bad, and it gets worse. We'll update you on other things that he had to say about how, Biden's dark winter pretty much is back with a new wrinkle. Look at your gas tank. How much does it now cost you to fill your tank? What about your heating bills? They're about to jump 54%. As the Wall Street Journal put it, a winter of giant gas bills is coming. Are you ready? Well, if you're middle class or if you are low income in America, you're in trouble, thanks to Joe Biden. He's the one that gave up the energy independence he inherited. Shadow President, master puppeteer, so kind, so thoughtful and loving, Ron Klain. Well, the puppeteer, apparently Biden's chief of staff, believes that we, smelly Walmart shoppers of America that cling to God, guns, Bibles, and religion, guilty, we don't need to worry about inflation. This is a high-class problem, he says, that we just don't understand, and he's so much smarter. Right on cue, there's Jen Psaki circling back, defending the puppeteer, Ron Klain, and his high-class problems. Watch this.
Why would Ron Klain tweet that, and would you agree that that's a little bit tone deaf?
Do you think 2 tweets means more? I'm just curious.
It's not the first time that Ron Klain's Twitter has drawn some sharp criticism. Is that something that the White House is addressing at all, given this pushback, this criticism?
Are we addressing the Chief of Staff's Twitter habits?
Yes.
It is not a top priority, I would tell you, at this point in time.
Oh, I found Larry Summers' quote, speaking to a virtual conference. He warned, "We're in more danger than we've been during my career of losing control of inflation in the U.S. We're going to have that gathering storm, as I said, a combination, all of this coming to fruition. It's a disaster, and they don't have any compassion. They are hurting middle-class America, and they're hurting the poorest in America, the opposite of what they said that they would do. Now, I have a message for Jen and Ron and their cognitively impaired boss, Joe. Americans know that gas prices are rising. We know the cost of everything is rising, food prices among them. We know everything is more expensive. We're watching and witnessing in real time nationwide shortages firsthand and supply chain problems caused by you. We all know your policies are crushing poor families and crushing the middle class. All of this, too, preventable. At least Joe Biden finally got his very own boat parade just off the coast of Long Beach, California. Dozens upon dozens of cargo ships full of goods. They're backlogged while labor shortages now wreak havoc on America's supply chain. It's impacting everybody. Now, if you're wondering why the shelves at your local stores are empty, it's because the products are on those boats in the Biden parade. Trump had all those boat parades. Biden desperately needed one, so he created it. All those containers on those ships. Biden's transportation secretary, another great compassionate genius, Pete Buttigieg, thinks, this is one big joke. Not a problem. Take a look.
Supply chain issues. How bad are they going to get for Americans? And I'm talking specifically, leading here into the December holidays where people are relying on getting goods, on getting presents.
Well, I think there's always been 2 kinds of Christmas shoppers. There's the ones who have all their list completed by Halloween, and then there's people like me who show up at the mall on Christmas Eve. If you're in that latter bucket, obviously there's going to be more challenges.
There's going to be, all right, so when you wake up and your kids wake up Christmas morning and the presents aren't underneath the tree that they were expecting and praying and hoping for, and they've been good little boys and girls all year, what is the mayor of South Bend? Oh, well, you waited too long to shop? No, not exactly compassionate. He's in way over his head. According to Senator Cotton, Mayor Pete couldn't organize a one-car funeral, much less the world's busiest supply chain. Remember, this is the same genius, Pete Buttigieg, who, had said to recently fired Keystone XL pipeline workers, I know you lost your job, but just go out and get another good union job. Oh, okay. And then he didn't lift a finger to help them either. Clearly, Buttigieg has no clue about what life for Americans is about. And Jen Psaki, she wants you to know that our current economic crisis is not Biden's problem. Instead, you need to direct your questions and your complaints to the Postal Service and UPS and FedEx. Really? Oh, I'll explain that to children on Christmas morning, Jen.
Can this administration guarantee that holiday packages will arrive on time?
We are not the Postal Service or UPS or FedEx. We cannot guarantee. What we can do is use every lever at the federal government disposal to reduce delays.
Oh, in other words, the buck doesn't stop with Joe. The administration, they'll blame anyone and everyone for the crisis they caused. One contributing factor, the economic crisis. To all of this, Americans are now losing their jobs. Why? Because of Joe's vaccine mandate. This is now going to add to the disastrous economy we are already experiencing. Biden just doesn't know why unconstitutional big government mandates are even divisive in the slightest way, and how Americans don't like to be lectured about giving up their freedom. My body, my choice. Where are those people? Take a look.
Let's be clear. Vaccination requirements should not be another issue that divides us. That's why we continue to battle the misinformation that's out there. And companies and communities are stepping up as well to combat the misinformation.
Now, if you think that it's bad now, buckle up. It's going to get way worse.